It's kind of funny to hear, a fucking squeaky sound, like a dog toy. And then you hear the sound of a chain link fence. I mean, before I had to deal with remote neural monitoring, it was the people in my last place that I lived. That thought the shit was cool and funny. Even though it's against the law, even though it's domestic terrorism, even though it's harassment. I guess they didn't think that I would walk outside with a 400 watt flashlight, 400 watt flashlight. Or the fact that I heard the squeaking sound, and then, I opened my kitchen window and heard the squeaking sound. So it was either somebody from my old house still around here doing it because they live a couple blocks away, or it was somebody even closer. Because I highly doubt there's a government truck on the other side of that wall right there. Because if so, it would be deprivation of rights under 242, and I mean that's just a lot to lose. A person wouldn't want to lose that much. Considering what I was looking up earlier. But I guess I'll go get a black and mild and finish doing what I was doing earlier. Only this time I'll hit send. I don't have a problem with that. As long as I have one of these for when I wake up, or half of one. See, I was at that window right there and heard the squeaking sound. And then that's where I heard the chain link fence or a bottle or something. But it's harassment. It's domestic terrorism. And at this point, I'm willing to fill out an affidavit of truth and prosecute. Because I honestly think that the dude that was living in the apartment before me was coerced into staying as long as he did. I mean, it's just my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. And then others took advantage of that time to sneak in and out, not thinking that anybody would ever look. Because some people know the signs and tells of when someone, has done something like broken into a locked door when they're not supposed to, repeatedly when they leave the scratch marks on the door. I mean, I'm quite sick of it at this point. I mean, on the phone that I was looking it up in, it calls it a terroristic act. The Geneva Convention says that the United States has to pay out on claims of terroristic acts on other American citizens, especially when the equipment comes from the United States government. And I mean, I'm willing to take a polygraph to prove it on my end. I'm willing to take a polygraph to prove that someone had entered and exited. I'm willing to take a polygraph on the neural monitoring. The gang stalking. I mean, I hear the same things now that I had been repeating for a long time. Gift cards, cars, oil, work around the house. Just free materialistic bullshit to put somebody else under the duress. Everybody at my last apartment is guilty. I really hope not everybody at this one is guilty of it. That would be a shame. I'm tired enough of it happening and going on to actually write a letter to the United States Attorney General and put people's names in it, dates, times, locations. The titles of people that hold some jobs in government, all the way down to, regular everyday citizens who take part in the illegal program. It's sad. I mean, in my old house, it would be Chad R, Cody R, Nine out of 10, Kim R. And frankly, I'm already sick of it. Because it seems to follow you wherever you go, and everybody seems to take part, and then, lie to your face and stab you in the back. I really feel bad when the Lord, separates the sheep and the goats, the wheat and the tares, however you want to call it. I really do.